Welcome back, we're at it again. Another day, another row, another pack. So I've been working with a few dogs lately, and people are still doing exactly the same thing because they must learn the stuff online or from other dog trainers that you give your dog a treat and reward it. That way of training dogs needs to stop because there's getting too many people with dogs. They're getting taught the same old stupid thing and it doesn't work. So you need to have a powerful energy when you work with a dog, and dogs gravitate to that energy. You don't need treats, you don't need this positive reinforcement stuff. It just annoys me every time someone brings me a dog and their dog is out of control, and they give their dog a treat and give it a pat, and then the dog looks at them for 1 or 2 seconds and takes off again, and they end up having to put it on a leash. So it's like Patu. I've given them a lot of free rein over the last couple of months, and mainly it's because I'm lazy, but now I have to really tone him down. So if I show you him now, as opposed to the other dogs, he loves going down here, and he's waiting for me to let him go down here, which he can't go down there. So he's got to stay beside me. And I don't give him treats at all. I don't give any of these dogs treats, or any dog that I work with treats or positive reinforcement. I mean, they need to listen to me so I can keep them safe. I'm not going to negotiate it. And I tell this to a whole lot of clients that come in and leave, that your dog needs to listen to you unconditionally so you can keep it safe. Leave it, putts. Anyway, we're going to carry on and show you how the day goes, and I'll show you what I'm doing with Patu. Usually I just let him take off down there. Actually, I'll show you. Go, putts. Go, 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 go. Usually I just let him do that, and I don't see him again till down there. And the old girl Tammy, come on Tammy, me and you will guard the flank. What do you think? So that's what I usually do with Patu, and he's gone, and I usually just carry on with my walk. But now I'm holding him beside me all the time. So we'll go over there and see what happens. Sweet. So all these places down here, straight down here, down into the creek, all along this little gully. I usually let Patu go when he wants to, but you can see how keen he is. Yeah, come here. Come here, Patu. Leave, stay. And you get a bit lazy when you know your dog's going to come back, and give them a really good run around, and you know they're going to come back. So, but no, he's got to stay here. Anyway, we're going to carry on. So part of Patu's at the training is food. So I got the food down here right in front of Patu. He's asleep, and it's full of biscuits in there. So he's got to learn to ignore food. Doesn't matter how close it is to him. And it helps the dog stop scavenging. It helps them, mainly scavenging when they're out on the walk. So if they've got food, they're right in front of them, and learn to ignore it. And it's good training for them. Whereas most people are taught to actually use food to work with dogs and train dogs and get dogs to follow you. If they sit, you give them a treat and a pat. Whereas I'm the opposite. I teach them how to ignore food, and I don't fuss over them at all as far as petting goes, because these dogs get enough pets from everybody else. They don't really need me to pet them. But as far as the food goes, as far as giving the dogs a treat, that's not going to happen. You just got to learn how to ignore the food. I don't use food at all to actually train the dog whatsoever. And I'm the opposite. I get them to ignore food. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that. But I do with all my dogs, the whole lot of them.